So Bjorn, tell me, what's new with the DKM? Some news today, hot off the press.
Yes, today we announced a new calendar for the DKM. We had to reduce the calendar to 4 race weekends, but it is something good that we could arrange a calendar, and we will start from the 7th to the 9th August in Kerpen on the traditional Erftlandring where Michael Schumacher is born. So yeah, it's a really good news, and we are really confident that we can start the season there in Kerpen. And then from Kerpen, we will move to Mülsen, to the new track in the DKM calendar, to the new track in Germany. So it's a really nice area. It's a nice track, and every driver who was there is really happy about it and is really celebrating this track. That will be at the last August weekend, as it was planned from the beginning. So there are no change. And then from Mülsen, we have a bit of time, so there will be a break, and we will back on track at the end of September. It will be the 25th to the 27th of September. There we will start in Wackersdorf at the Pro Kart Raceland. It's 2 weeks after the planned European Championship there in Wackersdorf. And the big season final is planned for Ampfing, like we had it in 2019. There we had also our season final in Ampfing, and that will be the mid and end of October. So that could be a bit interesting. We could have snow or we could have sun with nice temperatures. So that will be interesting weather conditions there. And then, if everything went well, we have a good season with 4 races and nice tracks. It's a bit of pity that we can't arrange a 5th race weekend, but due to all the problems everybody is aware about, there was no chance to get a date for the 5th race. Also, with all the other races they are planned, and at the end there will be a lot of championship in the last 4 months of the year. So that is something really good, and we are looking forward to it.
Yes, it sounds like it's all going to be happening in those few months, and as you say, a little bit later to start. But the great news is that we've got 4 rounds, and I'm sure everyone's just happy that they can plan all their racing and be back ready for the DKM in 2020. And as you say, it's going to be always a lottery when we get to the last round in Ampfing.
Yes, it will be, but the interest is big. We have now 133 inscriptions, so there will be a really interesting field, and it's still possible to register. So there is a chance for people to decide to come to the DKM and to be part of it in this year. And so if somebody is interested, he can make his online inscription on our website www.kart-dm.de. So there you get all information, and there you can send your online inscription. And we are really looking forward to get a good field and to have nice races and to get something different from the current themes we have every day. At the moment, everybody is talking about Corona and all what's happened about it, and then we hopefully can talk about races, about fights, and some news on the kart track.
Yes, some real news from the kart track. And it's always a pleasure, always nice to be at the DKM in Germany. This year it's very much a German affair with all the races in Germany then, all 4, instead of crossing the borders into Belgium or into Italy, for example. But yeah, it's going to be really, I think, a great opportunity, as you say, for everyone who wants to try the DKM, still has time, maybe later in the year, and perhaps some drivers that weren't able to fit that in this year will now, because of the new calendar and some changes, they might be able to come along and enjoy some DKM racing at the German Kart Championship. But everything's online, all the information in English and also in German, of course. So, yes.
Yeah. And also the part of the DKM is also the DKM, so the Electrical Kart Championship. Yeah. And there we have 5 races, so they are 3 times part of the DKM in Kerpen, in Mülsen, and at the season final in Ampfing. And then they do a sidestep for the season opening in Oschersleben. It will be in part of the ADAC Kart Masters at the beginning of July. And at the beginning of Wackersdorf, they will move to the Rotax Max Euro Challenge. And yes, they will have 5 races. They have also a good field with drivers from 7 countries. So that will be also an interesting third season with a new kart, with new technique, with more power, longer races. So that is also something we are really looking forward.
Yes, you've got a little bit on your hands then. Even though you've had a nice break, it's been different, but now you start planning and getting everything ready for this season. So German Kart Championship is underway. We've got dates. Fingers crossed. We're going to go racing.
Yes. See you there.
We will. We'll see you there. Thank you, Björn.